Okay, this has been a comedy of errors. So, I'm filming this a day later than I'm filming this a day later than I normally would do, and uploading it a day later than I normally would because I just have so much to film. Anyways, this is the library haul, and the reason why it's been a comedy of errors is the first time today. I would have uploaded that video, but I cut. I forgot one book, and all I had to do was just like double check to make sure. I should don't do, but I guess I kept forgetting I got one movie. And that one movie is Term Life, based off the comic by A.G. Lieberman I got recently, and I want to go to the movie. The movie did not get the best of reviews, but I'm not expecting anything like too crazy like good or seriously good. I'm not expecting anything like groundbreaking, and because based off the reviews, but it looked good enough. Like the trailer made it look good enough, you know. I'm not expecting anything good, especially because of the fact that nowhere on this DVD do we have any blurbs, and that's like even on Batman and Robin you have a blurb. So the next 15 are going to be all rereads, starting with Spider-Girl: The Complete Collection, Volume 1. This is one of those ones where I'm starting out, it starts out as a reread, and I never finished this book itself, I didn't finish this book. But I did start it, I never finished it, and that was a while ago. And I feel like this time I like it a lot better, because I didn't like it the first time that much. I think it was more because of expectations. Like my expectations were way too high for that book, and I think I was expecting it to be like, because the changes I didn't like some of the changes they make to alternate universe. I guess I think that was the thing. I wanted more of this, and it didn't give me more of that. It gave me more of what I didn't what I still wanted, but like you know what I mean. If I wanted more of this, they didn't give me more of that. Then we have Kingdom Come by Mark Waid. So this is Mark Waid, Kingdom Come. Alright, so what am I saying about it? Oh, okay, so this is one of the books that I have not read in a long time. Like, usually for rereads, it takes like a year at least. It's been like 2. I've not read this book since May of 2021. The reason for why that is because each issue is 4 issues collected in this pretty thick trade. Yeah, 100 pages is extras, but it's still like, what 200 pages? 250 pages of, book. And then, so each issue is like 55 pages. It's a long issue. I usually don't like doing that, but let's get over that, so to speak. No, I wasn't having stress. That's so weird, so awkwardly. I was like, no, it was stupid. Next up we have Rogue Volume 1, the Robert Roddy run I really liked, and hopefully I like it a lot better this time. Hopefully I'll like it as much as I did the first time. The second time I still liked it, obviously, don't get me wrong, and I still think it's a criminally underrated X-Men book. But the first time, it was my first time. Never your first time. One of those things. Yeah, Kingdom Come was a lot I also want to talk about. And Mark Waid I got in I guess it was like I got 100 Killer yesterday, and I wanted to get more Mark Waid books from the library after that. But, I'm a bit distracted right now, like a tad bit. Obviously, I'm still on topic, but I think it was another thing I had to mention for Kingdom Come, but I don't think there is. But all right, then we have this big book, Absolute All-Star Batman and Robin. This is the series that no one likes except for me, and for me, it's so bad it's good. Like it's enjoyably bad. And I want to check it out again. It's been a long time, and I like this Absolute Edition. And honestly, for Jim Lee's artwork, this is the only Absolute Edition they had. So I could have gone worse. I don't know. And technically, I don't know. I liked it enough. Then we have James Asmus's X-Men book. This is X-Men. What's it actually called? Uncanny X-Men. Steve Rogers, Super Soldier, Escape from the Negative Zone. I read this before and I liked it enough, but they don't have a whole lot of James Asmus books at my local library. I'm kind of in the James Asmus kick after getting books from him for my birthday, and they only have like 3. One of them it wasn't shipping, and then the other one was too new to be checked out from the local library, and this one was the only one. Technically they have 2 more, but one is My Little Pony Transformers. I might get just the sheer meme of it, but I don't want to be seen with that book. I'll never hear the end of it. Next up, we have Global Frequency, a book that I just do not know why I didn't like the first 700 times I've read it. And hopefully, with Low, the 701st will be like my how I did not like this book. This is the most amazing book I've ever read. This is Warren Ellis in Vertigo Comics. The last Warren Ellis Vertigo comic book probably came out around this time was Transmetropolitan, my favorite books of all time. So how was this not anywhere close? I don't know. That's why I do rereads. Then we have Ms. Marvel, which I should not be pairing this up with Global Frequency because I actually like this series. Now, Ms. Marvel is a good example of one of those characters that everyone else doesn't seem to like, but I do. And it's one of those things where I understand why they don't like the character. And don't get me wrong, Ironheart and Squirrel Girl are a lot worse. And I despise those characters and the books they come from. But Ms. Marvel, I don't mind. It's the only one I seem to like, honestly, because Ironheart, Moon Girl wasn't bad, but even that character I hated. I like the story, but this character was really annoying. But yeah, I'm talking about the all new, all different series. Like, I actually want to check out the Ms. Marvel TV show. I probably should. I don't know why I haven't. Next up, we have Transmetropolitan Volume 1. Sorry, not Volume 1, Volume 2. I keep getting confused with Volume 1 because I swear to God, it has the same exact cover as Volume 1 does. It's a weird, like, hardcover printing of this book, and I swear to God, it's only because the library requested it, like, it was, I guess, exclusive to that library. Because these are all soft covers, usually, and unless it's, like, a deluxe edition, which it just isn't. But Transmetropolitan is my favorite series of all time, where it's continuing on with Volume 2. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and it's Warren Ellis' magnum opus, honestly. Then we got America. Even I hate this book. Now, I've checked this out again because I want to give a better review to this book because I didn't hate it as much as everyone else did. Thus, I didn't have lots of rants about it. It's like I did with Squirrel Girl. This, I feel like I need to read it again and see if it holds up, but I just want to check it out again, too. It's been a while. It's free. We're not giving them 1 cent of our money because, well, secondly, you are. They bought the book. Well, they bought the book, but I got the free. I'm not giving her 1 cent. Marvel 1 cent. Because I don't think Gabby Riviera got paid like anything. Because Marvel does not pay their writers too well. Even if their book does do good. Preacher, Book 1 by Garth Ennis. My favorite comic of all time. Reading this yet again. I will probably end up buying this whole entire series myself. Later, but not anytime soon, because I have way too much to buy to be worrying about, not worrying, but to be getting Preacher, which I can get in my local library for free, you know. And it's not like they didn't have Volume 6, and they had Volume 6, so if they didn't have Volume 6, then I'd be more inclined to get the entire series myself. I did have it. I gotta keep remembering Volume 2 of Preacher. I have myself. The only reason why I did that and I don't have Volume 1 is they had it on the Kindle for the longest time for free Prime reading, and I should just kept it on. I should just kept it on there like I used to do for Lock and Key, even had to take out. They had it for free for the longest time, and it just went out and it went away. And it was like free like for I want to say like 5 years straight almost, and it just went away for no reason. It's stupid. Doctor Strange Volume 3, that's why I have one, and so I bought Volume 2, but after that fact, I realized the library had it, I was like, okay, let's finish off the series, local library. Doctor Strange Volume 3, Jason Aaron's run, that so far I've liked a lot better. The first 2 volumes, at least, I've liked a lot better than I did have the first time around. Like, a lot better. Let's hope that streak continues with this Volume 3. Batgirl Birds of Prey Volume 2, another series I've liked a lot better than the first time. And not a lot better, I just like the series. It's probably the best Batgirl Rebirth run, honestly, in comparison to the other one. Even the other one wasn't terrible. I would continue with it. They had all the volumes of the Rebirth when they didn't in the first 2, 3. This is Batgirl Birds of Prey. So it's a 3-volume miniseries. Well, I don't think it was supposed to be a miniseries, but maxi series. But I think it was supposed to go on for a little bit longer. I think it got canceled, which is a shame. They should have adapted to the Birds of Prey movie because that would have made the movie actually good. And so far, I believe this is the volume where they have the infamous scene between Green Arrow and Black Canary that made me almost hate Black Canary. And if you want to know what I mean, I talk about it. I don't know exactly what video, but I will be talking about it next time when I review the book. But I've mentioned it a couple of times. I think I mentioned it like last time I was going over Back Row. Yes, I did. So my last, here's all the books I'll be reviewing. I'll be reviewing that for next time. That video, which is the last one besides this one, so it's pretty easy to find. Just go on my on my page, channel page. You'll see it. No, that's where I reference it. But I will be referencing it again when I review the book. Those of you who can just wait. Don't mind waiting. Or already saw that video and don't remember what I said. Wayward Volume 4. Oh, that's a very long video. One of my favorite Image comics of all time. It will probably continue to be that way with this reread of Volume 4. I'll bet it will be that way. And I like to reiterate this, because with reread, it's almost like I'm reviewing this. I'm saying, oh, I liked it, oh, I didn't like it, and that's why I'm rereading it once, and it's like, oh, well, you're technically reviewing the book then, but I haven't read it this time around, is the thing. Secret Avengers Volume 2. So far, this series has been like a complete turnaround for me. Like, I actually am a big fan of Ellie Cott now, and I wasn't before, just based on this comic alone. But now I am based on this comic alone. It's a complete turnaround. It's awesome. And hopefully that continues. It's awesome. It's good. And hopefully that continues on with this volume. Gotham Academy Volume 1. This is one of them. This is the last reread, by the way. And this is one where I started it but never finished it. So it's going to start as a reread but end as a not reread. Which is probably why I have it last, honestly. I honestly should probably put that with Spider-Girl, if anything. Not the worst idea. Yeah, let's do that. Doesn't matter. Nah, but should. I don't know, doesn't matter. So the next three are all OGNs. I know I don't like this. So the only reason why I say that specifically is because I'll be reading them first things first. Because I have time to have time today, and I know I won't be able to finish all my books today. They want to finish. It'll be like one of each. The 25 I just will be showing you. I know it's really weird, but it's the way I am. History of Violence, the first one. Finally got this book after long last, a week's worth of waiting, because it was in. They said it wasn't in, but it came in. It was like, oh, it's a glitch on your, because it glitched on your account. No, it wasn't. It was in. And I got home too. I got home from the library and it was checked out with my local library. All I had to do was just like, because we were running around doing errands. We could have gone back to the library, got the book. That's how quick it was, pretty much. I was very angry. But History of Violence finally got it, and I'll be reading it. I read it. I won't be reviewing it right now, but I did read it last night, because again, I'm uploading this day late, and I'm filming this, not uploading. I'm filming this day later, and uploading it 2 days later. I normally do. Graveyard Wars. It's AJ Lieberman book that I really liked. Why did I just say that? I haven't read this before. I'm so distracted with rereads and this. No, I haven't read this. Let's like pretend that let's all collectively pretend I never said that. Graveyard Wars. This book by AJ Lieberman I haven't read before. Why did I say I've read before? I don't know why. No, I hope I like this book because it's AJ Lieberman. I've got 3 books from him recently, and I hope this will be good. I haven't read it yet. Why did I say that? Now everyone's gonna be so confused. Alright, I've not read it yet. I have not read it yet. That's why I don't skip it. That's why I don't skip out the video when I'm talking about the book. Batman Arkham Unhinged Volume 3. I'm unhinged right now. This is based off the video game, and so far it's been really good. I don't usually get books that are based off the video games, and this will probably break that streak so far, honestly. At least the library. I'll probably check out Injustice next. Alright. Last little stack are all not non-rereads along with those, but these are all like, we're back to the non-OGNs. Letter 44, Volume 3. Hopefully that book starts out good and ends out good, because the last few started out kind of boring, but ended really good. And it was really interesting, especially Volume 2. Volume 2 had an amazing subplot with in Afghanistan that I really, really enjoyed. So much so that, I'm now interested in war comics in Afghanistan. To see, and that's why I'm glad I got the 20th Century Men and Graveyard Empires this month. Because they're both Afghanistan war comics. They both go in different routes, obviously, but still technically war comics. From when I've read it, when I've read at least, from the back of the book. Welcome Back, Volume 1. Yes, I have had that song from, that theme song from Welcome Back Kotter stuck in my head. I should have said where it's from, guys. Let's see if you guys remember. But, yeah. But it was in the Ant-Man movie, if you guys remember. If you guys want to know. And it's probably where 99% of people are going to remember it from now. And that kind of sucks because Welcome Back. It's not Welcome Back Kotter. It's like the most amazing show, but it's one of those shows that's kind of funny. Like, oh, you know what that show is from? That's a very underrated, not an underrated show. It's a very like no one talks about that show anymore. That's pretty funny, you know. And now it's like, oh yeah, you heard of Ant-Man, didn't you? Okay, cool. Shut up. So welcome back, Chris Sabala. Hope this will be better than Dirtbag Rapture. And this is coming from a guy who hasn't seen Ant-Man 3, but it's just kind of like, it's like, oh, where'd you hear We Will Rock You from? Did you hear it in your father, from your father, and your father, like, played this song for you, and it was, like, one of your, like, favorite memories? Oh, no, I heard it from Pixar. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Like, God, that's what I mean by that. Like, oh no, it's not like you have a fond memory of that song, or you could have an actual good movie. No, you heard from Pixels, which is, it's honestly, I did like that movie the first time I read that, the first time I read it, first time I watched it, but, like, even then, I would not have liked to say, oh yeah, We Will Rock You, first time I heard that was in Pixels. I've not watched that movie since I saw it for the first time in 2015. That actually goes to show just how much I don't care about that movie anymore. And it was when I was 15. That was honestly the perfect age demographic to watch that movie. It was made right for me. Even for me, even when I was getting into my movie aficionado phase. Starting to, at least. A phase I will never get out of. Well, no, actually I have kind of out of it. I'm more of a comics aficionado now. Hence why I do comic reviews on here, not movie reviews. Kim and Kim, Volume 1. I do movie reviews, but it's very brief. Kim and Kim, Volume 2. I should put this next to Kim Reaper. I didn't, did I? Let's do that. No, it's not a DC book, right? No, it's not. It is. No, I can't do that. No, I can. I just gonna move around a little bit. I'm gonna be moving around Spider-Girl anyways, so screw it. I want to do Spider-Girl. I want to do the technical rereads, technical non-reread next to one another. I know it's weird, but I want to do that. Alright, so yeah, Kim and Kim Volume 2. Hopefully it's a lot better than Volume 1, because Volume 1 I thought was kind of boring. I feel like each issue was just 4 issues, and I feel like each issue went for a lot longer than it needed to. Pacing was very off. It was almost like each issue was 20 pages too long. And, you know. And it was kind of weird too. There's a lot of stuff in it I just did not like. I didn't hate it, and I still would... I still kind of would recommend you check it out, see if you like Magnificagios. But I'd say read her Uja Wuja first. That was even I like that book. Hell, even your boy Zach liked it at first, like the first half, and the second half he didn't like as much. I think he said the first 2/3 of it he liked. The last third he absolutely hated, but and he was very disappointed too. Because he was like, oh my god, it was so good. He was actually really not ironically or anything. No, unironically really liked it. And if you know your boy Zach, if he likes a Magnum Visaggio book, that's like me liking a Valiant Comics book. About a comic from Valiant Comics. So which is very rare, if you don't know. Kim Reaper, Volume 2. I know Kim and Kim. Oh, I don't have the quote back here. But on Volume 1 for Kim Reaper, they had a quote by Magnum Visaggio, writer of Kim and Kim. So it was kind of funny. Anyway, I did those back to back. Star Wars Legacy, Volume 9. They don't have Volume 10, they have Complete Collection, Volume 3. And I'm hoping they didn't skimp out on the Complete Collection Dark Horse. And they did, and they put them in black and white when it's originally in color. I hope they didn't, but they do that sometimes, especially from indie publishers. But hopefully they realize it was Star Wars, they don't need to skimp out or cheap out. Unwritten Volume 4. So far this series has been so damn good. Hopefully that continues its streak with Volume 4. Man-Eaters Volume 2. I only get... This is free. I can get it. It's free. I'm not paying 1 cent. Now, this is one of those books where I like the story, but the message I absolutely despise. The message makes it go from a 7 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10. That's how bad it is. The message. But it's like well written. It's well written to the point where I'm not being tortured when I'm reading it. I can actually, like, I can actually get through it just fine, without being like, oh my god, it's the worst book I've ever read, And the pacing is very good. It flows very nicely. Gotham by Midnight. This is a book I thought was at first when I saw the cover, I thought it was a Gotham TV show TV tie-in. I don't think it is. Actually, it can't be, because I think it's a Convergence book, and it was post New 52 books. They didn't have the New 52 logo on here. That weird shit. Thanks for following, book. Yes. That book. Ray Fox. I don't know why I'm still on it. I want to check out Ray Fox book, but much like with James Asmus, they don't have a whole lot of Ray Fox books. I have a lot of OGNs from him, a lot of weird books from him. I'll probably check that out next, but I don't know. Alright. Then we got... Hang a second! We got Hungry Ghosts. I know, hang on! We got Hungry Ghosts. God. There's so much has to be going on outside. Alright, next up is Anthony Bourdain's Hungry Ghost. Artist. Oh, Zero. I want to check that out. That's the only reason for why. Spider-Gwen's the last one. Spider-Gwen series that, and it started out as a reread. Because there was a Spider-Woman crossover, I found out the hard way. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop reading Spider-Gwen. Because they had a crossover with Spider-Verse, I was like, screw it. Why not just get the, because they had a crossover with Spider-Verse, never read Spider-Verse, so what's the deal here? And technically, it's because it's in between, and it's just like, even then, it looks like I was flipping through it a bit, and it looks like they'll catch up to speed, so hoping that happens. But that, as I say, is that. That interruption was so annoying. I'm trying to film, and like, go outside, it's like, well, I can go outside all day today. That's it.